What's up, guys? Welcome to Dynasty Drip today. I was going to do a bit more of an intro, but we're going to get into some live drafts. And the why I said I was going to do a bit more of an intro is I joined up on a clock. I ended up getting 1-1 in this draft today. So I'm going to be drafting here in 35 seconds. But thank you guys for tuning into the live show today. I have the day off from work, so I figured I'd hop on, do a couple best ball drafts over here on Underdog. I do a lot of dynasty content. Obviously, I will do redraft content as well as we kind of get closer to that season. Just in general, I just do a ton of fantasy football content. So thank you guys for tuning in, and let's have fun on this underdog draft here. Haven't really dug into these too much yet this year. Done some in the past, obviously, but it's a great way to find some good ADP. And I'm going to be on the clock first here. So it's going to be pretty quick here. For me, if I have 1-1, I think you rarely get 1-1 in a draft. But for me personally, I'm not really going to overthink this one. And don't really do this on this too much. I'm going to fuck this up, aren't I? I'll just put them in my queue because I forgot how to draft people, to be honest. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them down below in the comments. I will be going back and forth between the two screens, making sure I get your comments. But we're kind of just be going over this draft, see how it happens. I'll mostly just be paying attention to the draft board, seeing how it goes. It should be pretty fast, though. So I would say in general, this is going to be going pretty quick. So, nothing too crazy. Obviously, Jamar Chase is the 1-1 in a lot of formats. For me here, I didn't really feel too bad about taking him there. I don't really think I had much of a choice. I think that's kind of how it's going to go down for me for this draft. Let's look. We had Chase, Barkley, Jefferson, Gibbs, Robinson. Looks like we're on to pick 6 here. Haven't really done a bunch on the computer, if I'm being honest. It's kind of throwing me off. I'll do these drafts on my phone. Does anyone know how to make the view different? Oh, that's not what we want. Just trying to figure out the best way to get the draft board to show. If I'm just being stupid and someone knows how to do that, a comment would be greatly appreciated. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. That's much better. That's much better. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. Right. Puka Neighbors. Obviously, if you guys have played best ball before, it's usually very wide receiver heavy compared to maybe your home league. I would say that's definitely something I've always noticed about a best ball draft is that it tends to be a lot more wide receiver driven just because I think they have a chance to really explode. Also, in general, they're in a PPR format, so that usually matters. Nico and London at the turn. See, I'm fine taking Derrick Henry. Some people are Derrick Henry haters. For me personally, I like Derrick Henry, man, and I think he still has enough upside that I'm not really concerned taking him here at the turn. So we got Chase. I mean, we kind of can still go with whatever we want. I'm going to start by looking at some wide receivers. I mean, I think A.J. Brown, I would have loved to take Ladd there, but I also wouldn't hate to come away with one running back here at this turn. I think Bucky and Jonathan Taylor are guys, but I also, if I'm being completely honest, I might just slam wide receiver because I just think the value's there. Let's put some music on, dude. I'm not fully used to doing like live draft streams like this, so trying to get better at it. More watchable. Really just kind of a little less, very different than I would say my normal videos are. I tend to be someone who likes to be pretty fast and get my information and just be clear and concise and give you stuff like 10, 12 minutes. But for the draft, I figured I'm sitting at home today. Want to do a couple best ball drafts, nail them out. So we're coming up here at the 2-12, 3-1 turn. I mean, honestly, dude, I'm kind of, I mean, if I say it, he's going to go, so I'm not going to say it. But I'm really staring at this just ultimate Bengals stack here. Then I just have to hope I can get Burrow. Trey McBride here. So I actually think I am going to go T. Higgins here. That's just from a stack standpoint. And then for me, I'm not an enormous Garrett Wilson person. I'm gonna have to keep in mind too, this is best ball. So I think I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill just because he still has that top 12 upside in a best ball sense. Now, obviously, if you guys are watching this because you enjoy my dynasty content, obviously I'm not using my dynasty ranking to do my best ball, right? Like I would not be taking Tyreek Hill this high. Let's pull up the board here. I mean, this would be a killer start in the dynasty league right here. Interesting. Double running back. I mean, this guy went double running back too. Triple running back. You'll love to see it. This is why these little... So this isn't like a tournament best ball. This is just like a 12-team best ball. I've kind of done both. It kind of just depends on what you enjoy, I think. For me, at times, I kind of like the low stress of just like a low money one of these. And I feel like you can just kind of do a lot of them and see what happens. So we're obviously not going to be coming up for a bit here. We still have to go all the way down this way. I would really love to get Joe Burrow because of the Chase and T. Higgins stack here. It's just when's too early, because unless these guys go, I'm not going to push it, and I don't like to take QB super high. And also because it's not a tournament format. I mean, the stack is nice, but I also don't think you have to like totally force it in a way. So I kind of am looking at running back most likely here. That's so crazy high. The ADP sometimes on this is just super crazy to me. I mean, I think Mixon and Kamara and Walker and Chuba are four guys. I would love to maybe even get two of those guys at the turn. Just because, like, I think that would be a very good, if you're going like a little later with the running backs, I think you could do a lot worse than that. I kind of forget how some of this works. So pardon me, I don't do this on my computer a bunch. And if you guys are watching, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, actually have to edit this. I'm gonna type. Thanks for tuning in if you haven't. Just doing some live drafts today. Nothing too crazy. Just doing some underdog, low stakes. Honestly, I might do like a couple of these back to back because I'm just kind of chilling today. I'll have to try to get more into like a streaming sense, but it can be hard. When you make your video, it eventually can like go out to a bunch of people. But sometimes when you're streaming on like a channel more of my size, I greatly appreciate the 2, 3, 4, 5 people that are watching at any given moment. So if you guys are watching, thank you. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe, like the stream, like the video. But also, you know, at times. So look at this, all 4 QBs right here. No QBs went in the first 3 rounds. And then Allen, Lamar, Daniels, and Hurts all went. So I'm curious here. I mean, this dude's got to go wide receiver, right? 3 straight running backs, Bijan, Bucky, and Kyron. There's a lot of running backs that are right here. A lot of running. They're not going to go running back. I would think, yeah, I thought this dude here, you would think they're not going to go QB just because they only have a couple wide receivers each. So it would really surprise me if they went hardcore QB there. I would love for this to play out, and I will reach on Burrow. I'll reach on Burrow here. Wouldn't usually do this, but with the double stack here, then we need to get a running back for sure. Out of these guys, I think I would just personally have Kamara in a redraft sense. Ranked higher, I think he has a higher ceiling. Pretty happy with that pick, I mean, honestly, so far. I think if you're looking here on the right side, I mean, Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Tyreek, Kamara, and Burrow, it's pretty good. I mean, obviously at this point, there are still some tight ends I like. I'm curious where some of these guys are. An underdog here. Travis Kelce at tight end 6 is crazy. That's a crazy ranking. Why? Sometimes ADP, man, it's just so surprising. No, that's just crazy to me. And like, I mean, I like Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland, but like, how are they going up before Tucker Kraft? Like, Tucker Kraft had a great year last year. I don't really see why like that would really change. But we're gonna go pretty late there. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Passing TDs are 4. It's not bad. We'll go back to the board. I think it's more fun to watch a draft this way. So interesting. Learning stuff about doing this on the computer. So if you guys are watching, if you have any questions, always feel free to chime in. I know not going to be a ton of people here, but if you have any questions, definitely here to help. Who would you guys pick? Who's been doing best ball drafts? Who have you been taking in your best ball drafts? We're up in 11 picks. So let's kind of see how this board's shaking out since I've been talking. So 3 tight ends have gone. McBride and Bowers both went in round 2. And then no one really goes till Kittle here. I mean, I think I would much rather take Kittle here than have to reach on these guys up here. Because it's not dynasty, so. And obviously no QBs went here. I don't know if I love this, but I committed with Chase and Higgins that I think the upside is still there, that I don't want to we got Scotty boy here, just hawking. Hawking leagues. I respect it. I respect it, man. What kind of league? What kind of league you trying to get people to go to here, Scott? Got to give us some more info. So the wide receivers are still going. I mean, luckily, these running backs, I mean, I would have loved to get another one that I had queued up. Here's to see who I'd target in this range. I mean, I'd like to get another one. And then probably another wide receiver. I mean, I think this is great for Jennings. I'd definitely be looking at Jennings here. Just queuing some people up so if I forget here. David Montgomery. Yeah, I mean, would I actually take Judkins here? I feel like I would definitely take Monty over Judkins. I think Judkins would be an interesting pick. I don't know if I would love it. We went 3 very good wide receivers, so I actually think I'm going to double up at RB here. I think I'm just going to take both rookies and see if one of them... I can't pass up Swift here. I think in a redraft sense, I'm taking Swift. I'm going to get those 2 running backs, and now I think on the next one, we can really focus on getting 2 more wide receivers. So this is just Underdog, Scott. It's for best ball drafts. They also do a bunch of like prop stuff. It's fun. It's fun. It's a good time if you've never done it. I'm bringing up my code here if you want to use this. I'll post it in the chat, but you get like a deposit match. It's fun if you live in a state that it does, because it's something to do, and I kind of just do, this is just a really low stakes one. I like just kind of getting the reps in. It's something to do, it's fun, and you know, it's I do the low stakes one because I'm really not looking to like drop a ton of money on some of these. I think for me, I would rather do like $23 ones than like $160 one, right? That's just me. When I do sports bet or something, I tend to be more of a low stakes guy. I don't ever really go crazy. But let's start looking at this board again. There's some good value in the 6th here for wide receivers. Godwin, Jennings, Olave, Addison, Judy, Ridley. Those are all guys I like. CFR high T, dude. Yeah, okay. And then he went 4 wide receivers. So he went 3 running backs, 4 wide receivers. I like this dude's team. Nico, London, Worthy, Kittle, Connor, Travion. It's a good squad. So yeah, if you use this right here, use code Where's Waldorf over on Underdog, you'll get a deposit match. Who are you guys liking at this 8-9 turn out of the wide receivers here? I'm thinking about, I probably am just going to double up on wideout again here. So like, that's crazy. This is why I wouldn't have taken Burrow. in a normal sense. Like, I took Burrow with a 4 just to get him here, and then no one went for like 3 rounds. So sometimes it's hard to know though, right? Like, these guys all went here, and then this dude took Mahomes all the way down here. It's hard, right? Also, this is like a $3 draft, so I'm kind of just going for broke here. I'm not worried about losing money. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. So we're going wide receivers here. Obviously, people love Josh Downs, dude. Josh Downs is the king of what people love to talk about right now. But if we're talking best ball, man, I think Pittman belongs in this conversation too. Anyone else here? It's pretty nasty. I would love to get Shaheed because I'm high on Shaheed, man. I think anyone who watches. This isn't an auction draft. No. This is just best ball. It's just a snake on the top. But auction drafts are fun, Scott. I do love an auction draft, man. I have one every year. And they're fun. Auction drafts are super fun, man. It's arguably my favorite draft I do every year. Because you go in with a strategy, and then you basically just have to pivot. Because it never goes exactly how you think it's going to go. So I think this is a smash for Shaheed, dude. Shaheed in the 8th in a best ball league. And then I'm going to get Ibuka. I don't really know exactly how it's going to play out. But the dude has the talent, for sure. So, I mean, Chase Higgins, Tyreek, Shaheed, Emeka, Burrow at QB here. We definitely need to get a tight end. It's probably something I'll be looking at the next turn. But they're just not going, right? So at this moment, there's really no reason to get them. And now you're going to start to see some of these QBs go, right? So we're going to go up to the board here. It doesn't. No, it does not look. I would agree with you. I would agree with you there, Scott. But also, I don't know how great it was last year. And when it comes down to it, I think that's why I'd much rather target, Shaheed at the 8-9 turn over Olave earlier. And also, like, I'm not taking the QB. And I think Kellen Moore is a good enough offensive coach that he might do something with it. You know, you never really fully know, though. So this is kind of the range, I guess, 8-9, these QBs start going. But, I mean, running back gets disgusting so fast, which is why in like a home league, I do like getting running backs early. Like, I just prefer to get them there. So I'm probably going to try to get another running back with our next pick here. I might even double up at the rate the tight ends are not going. But I would like to get one, and I do think Andrews is actually a pretty good pick there. Yeah, okay. If they're going to start going right here, then I think it's smart to get him. You guys are returning. Thank you for coming back. Make sure to hit like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit subscribe. Basically just chilling today, man. Gonna do a couple underdog drafts. Got some time. I am got the day off from work. So gonna try out, want to start going live more on the channel. I usually do a lot more pre-produced stuff, right? Where I'll record it, I'll put some editing on. But this one's pretty good. Haven't decided if you guys do this like this more. I feel like I like this because then you can see the players available. I think if you go to this one, it blocks it. I guess I can move myself over to the right though. We're gonna stick with this one. Okay, 4 picks away. We got to get a tight end here. I don't want to jinx myself though. These guys both have tight ends though. So I feel like they're not going to. This guy could though. But for me, I think Tucker Kraft, dude. I would take Tucker Kraft over these 3 guys in front of him. Every single time. So we took Drake May. These guys both already have tight ends, so I would assume they're not going to take a tight end. But it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Right, okay. So we're going to take Tucker Kraft here. But we are going to look. I'd love to get another running back. I think at this range, I like Tajay Spears here. And then we're also going to get Tucker Kraft. So it's 4 RBs, 5 wide receivers. Usually you like to go more wide receivers. So if you guys can tell, this is the roster you have to play. 2 QB, 2 RB, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, tight end, and a bench. And this is the scoring. Like I said, $3 draft. It's a $3 draft, right? So this is the rate. You're not, you do a lot of these, you have a good year, sure, you can make some money. If anything, paying $3 to do a draft, have some fun. We are going to need another QB, but there's just such good QB value late. There's just no reason to really reach him. I only went for Burrow because of the stack situation. Otherwise, I probably would have waited. But I do think Burrow really has the upside because their offense is great and their defense is not great. And that just leads to that. Love the Ray Davis pick, man. I think he's a great late round pick. This is just, it's great QB value, right? It's like you forget when you get in a redraft league and you're used to playing like super flex dynasty leagues that you're getting these guys just so late. Double. What was it? How many QBs does this dude have? Penix, Young, and Mahomes. Yeah, I guess. We probably should grab one more QB just before it gets a little messy. I don't know if you guys come to the stream a lot, man, but zero sugar, cherry Coke, man. It's addicting. It's so good. It's by far the best thing. So if you work for Coke, man, give me a sponsorship here, man. I'll drink this thing every one of my videos. You give me one. But looking up, I think we're going to go for another QB. And then we'll probably just go BPA for RB and wide receiver. So from the people on the board, Jordan Love would be my 1 here. And then I'd go Trevor. So hopefully we get one of those guys. I'm going to pull this up and we're just going to go BPA, get another player here. I think I'd rather... Actually, is Dobbins still there? No, yeah. See, I would have gone Dobbins because I like his value. I don't hate Tank Bigsby just because his backfield is a little undecided. We don't fully know. But I want to get another wide receiver. I don't really love what I see here. I think Hollywood's... Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like Hollywood would have been who I went. I think I'm going to go... See, this is what happens, though. I don't know if you guys ever do this where you feel like you jinx yourself, but as soon as you put someone in your queue, they are 3,000% more likely to get drafted. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much more likely someone is to get drafted as soon as you put them in your queue. See, all those quarterbacks went as soon as I put them in my queue. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that Burrow and Tua didn't have the same bye. Looks like we go Stafford. Like, I'm pretty fine with that. I'm pretty impartial in some of these later QBs here. I think Stafford's fine, and then I think I'm going to go Tillman. I still think Tillman has a chance to be usable. I think that offense is kind of what I'm concerned enough about. Gonna put some more guys in the here. I think Wright. I mean, honestly, Benson and Garendo, I think at this point to be what, my RB5. I really don't hate, and we are gonna need another tight end. So Kraft has a bye week of 5. So as long as we don't go Pitts or Freiermuth, we're good. I mean, I would go Likely. I'd go Strange, Ferg, Henry. Honestly, Gesicki even, just because of Ferguson went there. Okay. We're gonna try a new. Switch the tunes up. What are we looking at here? Yeah, I mean, look at all these QBs that just went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 QBs went in round 11, 12. It really is like as soon as someone like as soon as they start going, they just go. Like, this is a crazy amount of QBs. I'm sorry, guys, but in a non-superflex league, you do not need to hammer 4 quarterbacks there. Like, there's just really no reason to do it. Cooper Johnson. No, it doesn't. How do you do it? It doesn't really let you do it. Oh. Yeah, like 4 wide receivers is not enough here. Look at that. I mean, like, we have 6. We have 6 wide receivers. This dude has 4. You can play up to 4 wide receivers a week. Like, you have to play 3. So you already want more quarterbacks than running backs. And then in addition to that, because of the flex position, you can play a 4th wide receiver. It's only half point PPR, but like, still. pop this up here. You guys are watching. What dog do you guys use? I'll kind of cycle through them. I went with the little Frenchie just for fun. I have like a golden retriever border collie kind of dog, but I thought the Frenchie was cute. So all those tight ends just went too. Like, that's crazy. Henry Pitts, Strange, Fannin at 14-1 is crazy. I'm sorry, man, but like, this isn't like a dynasty league. And even in a dynasty league, you should be taking Freiermuth above him and Mason Taylor. Ooh, okay, so we're up. So we got 2 guys in the queue, and I think these are great picks, dude. Jalen Wright. And then I'm just going mega stack here because I think it's good value. Get a second tight end here. Going to pair him with my QB and Joe Burrow, Tucker Kraft, and Mike Gesicki. Probably going to go. How many picks do we have left here? We have 3 picks left. So we definitely need another running back. Yeah, maybe not, though. They all have different bye weeks, which I like. We definitely need another receiver. Necessarily going to reach on these guys. I just always make sure to kind of scroll down and check the board here. I mean, I think Calvin Austin and De'Ami Brown are fine best ball guys, and I also don't hate taking some shots at some of these rookies here. Running back wise, what are we looking at? Dowdle. I don't mind Lloyd here. Honestly, I wouldn't even hate Sampson in the sense that we got Judkins, like, potentially getting those points. Anyone who watches, dude, love the sleeper here. It's a late dude, coming on guy. Justice Hill too. He gets the occasional game. He's the occasional game. Ertz, Noel. Yeah, I mean, see, like, these guys just, like, start going. So, we're up at 7 picks. I mean, Calvin Austin is who I would prefer. So I don't hate Jalen Coker here. I just think with Burrow, I don't really feel like I need to get a third QB. I might get a third tight end. It's just all these running backs, they're not really worth the pick here. If anything, I'd rather get 2 more wide receivers here. Probably get a third tight end. I don't hate that. 2583. Look at that. All these are 2562. I guess I'm on the edge. These are the same people. You went tight end. Run the clock. I like this. I'm gonna get one more tight end. Oh, he's by week 10 though. Yeah, we're gonna get Ferguson, dude. We'll see what happens with him. We got Calvin Austin. That's why you fill your queue, guys. That's why you fill your queue. Because sometimes you lose track of time, and you don't want to pick people that you at least didn't want. Yeah, so we should have one more pick. We should have one more pick. And we're going to get a wide receiver. Coker. Like, do we just someone take Yosivash just so I don't have to take him? Honestly, at this point, I don't hate like a Tyler Lockett. Honestly, maybe even like an Amari Cooper. Tesla. We just have one more pick, but we don't pick for 13 picks. Okay, so wow, got one more pick. I'm gonna remove this here, and I'm gonna go to. I figured out how to share just the draft board. You guys like that more? Is that better or worse? Anybody watching, is this better or worse? Do you like seeing the whole board? I can scroll, I can also get it so it's closer to where we're at. I feel like that might be better than watching me just queue up players. I don't know though. Matt Lloyd. I mean, I had Lloyd. I like that. I actually think Tesla is the guy I would be going for if I have my choice of my players, just because he seems kind of like a best ball kind of guy. You know, sometimes people just, you know, you get those big play guys that you don't really need to play them every week. Especially, you know, we have a pretty strong wide receiver core in Chase Higgins, Hill, some other guys. Okay, we're on the clock. Did I not? I'll just put it, have him queued up. You never know with like the last pick. Sometimes it's a little weird. Completed. Well, who did I pick? I clicked Tesla. It's completed now. Okay. Let's see who did it give me. Okay. I did click it. I just. Okay. Let's see. That was fun. I think I'm gonna see if I can get in another one real quick. If I can't get in another one, I'll probably hop off. But if I can get in one real quick. While we're waiting, if you guys have any questions, drop them here, dude. I'll answer whatever. I will answer whatever. I'll help you with your team. We dynasty too. But while we wait here, you guys can just stare at me while I'm trying to get in another draft. They're all pretty empty is the issue. Oh, this one's closer. We'll enter a 10-person. We'll enter a 10-person one. See if we can get in on it. Yeah, 10. Yeah, there we go. And also keep in mind, you guys could literally do this with me. If you ever wanted, if you just like stream snipe me on the stream, right? Okay. So I think I liked, honestly, I think I liked that other one more with the full draft board. If you guys like it where you can see my queue, let me know. I feel like if I was watching though, I feel like for me, I would rather look at this. So if anyone's watching and wants to shoot me a comment, that would be much appreciated. So draft starts in 11 seconds. Pretty honestly, it's just the same exact thing we did, except this is a 10-team league because I wanted to get going right away. So there we go. Look, Chase goes 1. Curious who's going to go 2. I mean, I would much rather prefer to go Jefferson here. Yeah. So, I mean, I'll gladly just take Justin Jefferson. And now that our main weapon is like a Jefferson instead of Chase, we're going to go much later. Cool. Okay. Thank you, Scott. Yes. I think this is better personally too. I think being able to see the whole board, because I can just still talk about who I'm going to take. I don't think you guys really need to watch me like queuing them up. You can imply who almost there. Lamb, Bijan. I mean, I'm curious to see how diverse first rounds get, right? I think it's always interesting. There's going to be pretty questions in redraft this year as we start getting into redraft season and out of dynasty season is where are guys like where does CMC go, right? Like, I just have this feeling he's going to start sneaking in to the first round because, like, if he hits, he just can score so many points that I think people are going to be concerned enough. Fluffhead. Krogs. Didn't we just play with Krogs? I feel like Krogs was just in our draft. Lord of the Rings. I like that. I like that. What are the shields for? I always forget. I mean, I have one. I should know, I guess, right? So yeah, if you guys are just popping in and you're new to the channel, I'm just doing some underdog drafts for fun. I just did one. We're gonna do another one. This one's a 10 team. The one we did earlier was a 12 team. So obviously my team's gonna look a little more stacked for this video for all of you that do that. But in general, this is also a really heavy dynasty channel. So if you have any dynasty questions, let me know. If you like dynasty stuff, make sure to join the channel, right? Make sure to subscribe, make sure to tune in. If you also enjoy, I can drop it in here actually. I'll probably add it to the bio after the video. But if you go to some of my previous videos, we have a Discord too. If you have any dynasty questions, that's the best way to do it. Powers, Achane, and Henry. So we went very wide receiver heavy. And I didn't really hate it. I feel like I'm going to go AJ Brown and Ladd McConkey. I just, in a best ball format, I feel like you can kind of piece together some stuff. Oh, I forgot that I wasn't 1-1. So AJ Brown, that's fine. If Ladd McConkey's there, I'll take him. If not, I'd probably go Jonathan Taylor or Josh Jacobs or Kyron. If you were just watching, I was 1-1. And so I totally forgot that I wasn't just on the turn again and that I wasn't going to pick. Yeah, see, Ladd went. That's not surprising to me. But I'm pretty comfortable taking Jonathan Taylor here, seeing as we already had Justin Jefferson and AJ Brown. So pretty good. Pretty good. We got 7 viewers. That's not bad. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys like this, make sure to hit like, make sure to hit subscribe. You know, the more views and stuff that the live videos get, the more likely I'd be to do it. I definitely think, at least for this, just kind of doing some live streams, you know, and just doing some underdog drafts for fun. It gives you stuff to talk about. These are live drafts. These are real drafts. These are real money drafts, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this one's low stakes, but it doesn't mean that I'm really drafting too differently, right? I mean, in a high stakes league, I mean, yeah, like, you probably are going to really, really pay attention to every single pick you make. But like, what I would do if I was going to be doing a $500 best ball draft is, like, I would do 20 $3 drafts first. And I think that would be the best way to prepare for that draft personally. So we got 8 picks away. I still have Kyron in the queue just because from earlier. I'd also be pretty comfortable taking Breece Hall with this pick. But see, this is what starts to happen in these in these best ball drafts is that the wide receivers can go. As you can see, these guys both started with 4 wide receivers on the corner here, right? Like, and sometimes that's just what people do. So you have to be careful. But this is different. This isn't a tournament format. So it can depend, right? It can depend. I think for me, the thing is, right, is when you're picking like close to the turn, right? So I'm going to be picking at 4-8. And then I pick again at 5-3. So it's 4 picks that go in between me. Now, for example, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get him, but for me, I have Breece Hall in a higher tier than I have some of these other players, right? Especially the running backs here. So I would feel comfortable taking Breece Hall here. Whereas the wide receivers, like to me, Worthy, DJ Moore, Metcalf, Hunter, Smith, Sutton, Flowers, like that's kind of just the same tier to me. We're talking redraft, honestly. So I don't really feel the need to reach on one of those guys at my 4-8 pick, and I will just take one of them, right? I'm just going to queue up these 5 guys. And look, they could all go, but I'm just going to take one of them when he comes back to me. And we're going late round QB in this one. I think because we went Burrow in the other one, I'm going to try and see what happens if I go with more of this build. So, because we have Devonta Smith, I think I'm just going to go Worthy. Although part of me wanted to take Jalen Hurts just to get the AJ Brown stack. But I'm going to go with a slightly different team build than we went last time. We went with kind of that early QB stack in our last draft. If you guys fast forward, we ended up going with like Burrow, Higgins, Chase. And I don't really need to do that this time. So at this point, we're not really going QB unless for some reason Jalen Hurts, or I would take Joe Burrow at my next pick. I think to me, actually, we're just going to go. I would take Hurts. Just for the stack. But other than that, it's basically time to just go wide receiver. I like Pickens. I like Flowers, Sutton, and I really like Jordan Addison. Always have, man. I'm going to see what else here. Wow, Ridley is really... That's so crazy for me because I've been talking about Ridley as like a dynasty asset, but he's so low ranked in dynasty. But people have him as wide receiver 32 in redraft, which is like, that's just crazy to me that's like the difference. Like you can really see like where some of these values can come from. Like you almost don't have to overthink it. It's like you have players that are going, Cortland Sutton's wide receiver 28 in redraft. So like people have faith in him in a redraft sense. But he's just so much lower in dynasty. He's good. Honestly, there's good running back value here too. Mixon's a good pick. But I want to get 2 more wide receivers on the team. Honestly, I would take Sutton over these guys in Dynasty. I would even take... so my order of my queue, since you guys can't see my queue because I'm just showing you the draft board. Right now I have 4 wide receivers in my queue. I have Cortland Sutton, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, and George Pickens. And that is the order I would take those guys as of today. Now, the offseason could change that, and I hope they don't all go. But the curse of the queue is real, man. The curse of the queue is a very, very real thing. As soon as you put someone in your queue, they always get picked. very true. Where this guy's gonna go? So obviously Pickens, Flowers just went. So we got Jordan Addison in the queue. Love to get another wide receiver here. Personally, I like Chris Godwin. I'm not afraid. And then I think Adunze. We're going to go Addison here. I'd love to get Godwin on the way back. He's a couple wide receivers down the board by ADP-wise. So maybe it's possible we do get him. Doesn't necessarily mean we will. It's only round 6 of 18, right? So looking at some of these builds, I mean, this dude went 5 wide receivers than Alvin Kamara. I don't hate it. This guy on the left, dude, this dude's is he just taking all the wide receivers just to do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But 7 wide receivers in a row. Like, part of me respects it. And so obviously with Godwin going, we're gonna go Rome Odunze. So we're currently sitting at 5 wide receivers. I think this is a pretty good team so far, man. I think, I really like this wide receiver core. And on top of it, we have Jonathan Taylor and Breece Hall. So, that's pretty crazy to me. There's just no reason to go QB yet. I definitely think JJ McCarthy's one I'll be targeting later because we have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. I think is my QB2. I wouldn't hate Mahomes, but I'm just not going to take him this early, though. We're going late QB for this draft. Especially in a 10-team league. Unless you get one of those, first 4 or 5 guys, it really just doesn't make sense. So we're up in 11 picks. I'd love to get one more running back. I'm going to be deciding between Travion, David Montgomery, Quinshon Judkins, Caleb Johnson, and DeAndre Swift. So I'm going to put those 5 guys in my queue. I would take Travion and Montgomery first. Honestly, I'd probably take a shot on Quinshon third, but I'm going to put him fourth just because we just got a share of Judkins in our last draft, and I'm going to diversify with Swift, who I also think can have a decent all year. We're going to look more at the wide receivers. I like Jerry Jeudy. I like Jaden Reed. I think Pearsall I like. I think Shakir's good. Diggs. Golden's interesting. He's a rookie. I think personally, though, for me, I would take a Darnell Mooney over him. So I wouldn't be surprised to see these running backs go, though. Just the way these teams on the corner built their team, right? This dude, he's gonna go running back here. This guy, I think, is a maybe. I don't. Nameless. 3 running backs. He probably won't go in, but he could. This 3 running backs, 2 and 2. So we definitely here, just from a game plan standpoint, if we're gonna take a running back, it makes more sense to take it with our 8th round pick, because if Fresh is targeting running backs, he could double up. So I think it makes sense just from that idea, right? That you'd want to take it with this pick. But also knowing, I don't know what this dude, man. For all we know, he's going to take just 2 more wide receivers and he's doing this consistently running. We're up in 2 picks. I feel like Swift is going to go. don't want him to. It would be a great pick for us, though. This guy probably goes wide receiver. Yeah, I was going to say, I felt like he probably was going to do it. I think Swift is a very good value here. What is this? The 8th round? Like, I would not be surprised if DeAndre Swift stays healthy that come the end of the season, he's a top 24 right now. And getting that in the 8th round is a really good team. So we're up in 3 picks. I currently have 3 wide receivers in my queue. I have Khalil Shakir, Stephon Diggs, and Darnell Mooney. I'm sitting in 3 running backs, and I feel really good about them. Getting the 6th wide receiver, I think. Yeah, we don't need to go Mahomes. I don't think we need to stack him with Worthy. I just think there's too many good quarterbacks that it just does not matter. I feel like we don't really need to take one until they start going, is the thing. Like, if you're just doing this, right, in a sense of like, the number one thing, or one of the biggest things you should be doing in your draft, right, is just like playing the draft board and like playing your league. And so in this instance, yes, these aren't my friends, but if we're playing the draft board, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 4 teams don't have quarterbacks. And there are so many quarterbacks that it doesn't really even matter. Patrick Mahomes is still literally on the board. I'm going to take Stephon Diggs over Khalil Shakir. Just because I think there's a version he's the number 1 wide receiving weapon. And I think we've seen enough out of Buffalo that it's just going to get split a little too much. Wouldn't hate getting TJ Hawkinson in this next week. I think that's really good value on Hawkinson. I like him. Maybe it's my dynasty brain. Sometimes I have to adjust back to like redraft. It takes me a second when I do an entire off season of dynasty. I mean, I'd love Hawkins in here. If it's not him, I mean, I don't need to reach on Kelsey or Andrews. I think Ingram, and just like last draft you guys were watching, I think Tucker Kraft too. Okay, the QBs are starting to go. But also, it's like, dude, if you told me we got Drake May, JJ McCarthy, maybe even a 3rd one, I don't think I'd be too concerned. 6 wideouts, so I feel like I don't have to really force wide receiver there. I would not hate Warren. Warren would be a good pick here. So think Scattaboo. I do not want ETN. I did not mean to do that. So think Tracy or Scattaboo. I would say Scattaboo Dynasty, Tracy Redraft. Getting a little congested, so we're going to scroll down. This guy's draft is cracking me up. He went 5 wide receivers, and now he's gone 4 running backs and a tight end. See, and this is what I was saying, right? Looking over at Fresh 2011, he went all those wide receivers, and then he went running back. So this is why you pay attention to the board, right? We knew that we needed to take Swift at pick 78 because we had a hunch that 2 running backs were going to go off the board on this turn. So if we wanted to go wide receiver, the chance was only 1 wide receiver even went off the board in these 4 picks, where 2 running backs went. So Swift probably wouldn't have been there. Now, I know that seems like very simple, and why wouldn't you do that to a lot of us that have been playing fantasy football for a long time? But if you're new and you're watching videos like this to try to get better, that's something you really need to keep in mind is what do the players around you need to take? And what order would it be smarter, especially if you want to play a turn like this? If you're on like another part of it, you don't have to do that. If you're in the middle, you don't outsmart yourself. Would have loved TJ there. Would like a tight end, but I think just because of the value you're getting on Tucker Kraft right now in basketball, I just don't think it's necessary. I think we're gonna go Tyrone Tracy. You're going to see me do it again. Why is Rashid Shaheed going this low in best ball? It's best ball. You don't even have to pick when to play him. Yeah, Buka's a good pick. Fresh. Kyler Murray, maybe does he go tight end? Does he go tight end? There's just a lot of QBs left. I do think we'll probably take one on our next time through. The fact of the matter is JJ McCarthy's going at QB 18. We need to make sure to get him with our 2 wide receivers. But other than that, I mean, I think Dak Prescott, Caleb Williams, Brock Purdy, I'm incredibly fine with these guys. When's JJ 5, 6? We're going to go Shaheed, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Currently sitting at 7 wide receivers and 4 running backs. I think it's time to focus and get a quarterback, maybe a tight end. There are still some running backs I like. I do think there's, honestly, like once like Pittman, Burden, maybe Trey Harris goes, I'm basically lost interest in wide receiver. So I think we were smart there to get one more wide receiver. Okay, I think tight end wise, I would take Mark Andrews here. I also like Tucker Kraft. I also like John Smith. And that's the order. Quarterback wise, I think I would go Caleb for upside, and then I would go Purdy and Dak. Also the Drake May, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love. This is just one big tier. I just want to get one, right? I want to get one because I don't want to get like too late and then be too far down. This guy's already got 2 firsts. This dude went Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. That's crazy. And he started his draft with Gibbs, Henry, and Williams. Dude, you need way better wide receivers in a best ball. I really like our wide receivers. Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Worthy, Addison, Odunze, Shaheed. Add a couple of these, you know, if we can add a Caleb or a Dak or something, this guy went double tight end, double tight end. This guy has a tight end. This guy has a tight end. This guy has a tight end. This guy doesn't. He does. He has Brock Bowers. Huh. Also, I just honestly get so much joy out of just like watching who people pick. Like, it's one of the things about. Okay, so I mean, there's only one tight end I really want left, but also like I'm pretty happy to play like get 2 or 3 of them here and have to play like Tyler Warren and Loveland and then get like Likely and then get like Strange, and it's like, okay, that's gonna be good. I'm really not too concerned with that. These guys all have tight end. I mean, they could realistically double up on tight end, but you would think we played this correctly. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Played the board well. All the QBs did go, but it's really not a huge deal because I think that Jared Goff, Drake May, there, and I'd love to circle back and get McCarthy, but it's going to be in 2 rounds. I don't want to take him here because we just don't have to. So everyone but Fluffhead has a QB. This guy has 1. This guy has 2. I don't have 1. This guy went Caleb and Lamar. Burden. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty fine sitting here with Jared Goff as my QB1. I think with this build, we may go 3 QBs, though. We're very strong at wide receiver. I mean, yeah. We're pretty strong at running back, too, honestly. I mean, I don't think McCarthy's going to go, but, like, I would take it for the stack. But, I mean, if you're telling me that I have to end up with, like, Stroud, Love, or Herbert to pair with Jared Goff, like, I'm really just not too concerned. Would love to get one more running back in here. Love to get one out of this tier, I think, as well. I think a Tajay Spears or J.K. Dobbins I would really like. So this dude has what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs. And he just took them all, so he's probably not going to go running back. I think this guy might go running back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's probably going to go wide receiver, honestly. Yeah, see, and here comes the, yeah, these guys both double. This way it went 3 QBs here. It's an interesting build. Like, I feel like the thing is if you're gonna spend a pick, right? So if you guys are watching here, if you're gonna spend a top 5 round pick on a Jaden Daniels, Lamar, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, you're getting an advantage because of their ceiling, but also what you're getting is the ability to load up at another position. You do not need to waste, like with this guy, right? You don't need 3 quarterbacks if you're taking Jalen Hurts. It just doesn't make sense, right? Like the same thing here with Lamar. It's like, I mean, I guess Lamar and Caleb I don't hate, but I just feel like you could wait and like instead of taking Caleb, like you could have gotten, I guess it gets pretty nasty there. But these guys went. I just think they really could have gotten another wide receiver there. This one's not as bad, but the 3 QBs you just do not need if you're going to go that early. It doesn't make any sense. So we're 1 pick away. So the running backs that I had queued both went. I'm going to secure my stack here with JJ McCarthy because I have Addison and Jefferson. Now I would like 1 more running back. I don't hate Rashad White. I don't hate Tank Bigsby. Trey Benson. Garendo, Algier. I think I'll probably take Rashad White first just to see if he maybe gets worked in a bit. He did get some work. Was I right? Oh, this guy went running back. Okay. I'm glad I went QB here, though. Like, he ended up getting Jordan Love. There's no reason to say, for all we know, though, he could have taken McCarthy. And I don't want to lose that stack. Yeah, and then here, like, I think with this build, I want another one. Okay, well, I'm going to go... Personally, I'm going to go Tank Bigsby just because he has a chance. Like, we don't know. Maybe he is the best player in that backfield. And the other 2 guys I have queued up are just strictly right, Garendo and Algier. Okay, we do need another tight end. Like the 5 running backs here with the 2 big ones, too, with Taylor and Hall. Probably just going to stick at 5 running backs, honestly. We need another tight end, and we're going to need another QB. Just because of our build. So I'll probably go tight end QB unless there's some position player that I really have above other players. But at this point, I mean, I do like Tillman. I will queue him. I think the way it's looking, if I can get, it's best ball. I would take a shot at tight end 18 here on Pitts. Also don't hate Freiermuth and Strange. I think we go tight end here to make sure to get one. 6 picks away. This dude's going 3 QB too. I mean, it's a 10 team. It's interesting, right? Your team seems a lot more stacked. Like, I think this start is crazy. This first 6 rounds, just Jefferson, Brown, Taylor, Breece Hall, Xavier Worthy, Jordan Addison. Like, dude, if that's your start, you're going to win your league. Like, you have 2 top 12 running backs, and you have 2 top 12 wide receivers. I don't know how that happened, but it's not easy to do. Need another tight end. I think I want another QB too. Yeah, I'd go Cam But we're going to take the tight end first because Fresh here has no tight ends, right? So if I want to take a second tight end, I want to do it before he takes one. Because he's going to take one here. He might even take 3. No, he needs another quarterback. So he might go QB tight end. We are on the clock. Oh, can't go there. Can't go Falcons. Oh, can't go there either. We'll go Brenton Strange. Reason I said can't go, Tucker Kraft has a week 5 bye. Can't be loading up 2 tight ends with the same bye. So I prefer Cam Ward here just to get me a third different bye week because I don't want to pigeonhole myself in having to play a specific quarterback in a specific week in the best ball format. Wow, Daniel Jones is going before Anthony Richardson. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. A sneeze caught up on me. Perfect. Cam Ward here. We're going to go a 3 QB build because I went so late. So a 3-5-7-2. I feel like the upside's probably at wide receiver here. I don't really love anyone. I like Jalen Wright. We're going to go wide receiver. I think just in the end, you're usually safest going wide receiver. Still think Calvin Austin is a fine pick. I also think Dobbs I would not dislike. And so we're going to see if I can get one of those 3 guys. But yeah, I mean, guys, we got like one more round left. So for those of you that have been here for the whole stream, I appreciate you, man. Doing some underdog drafts, just having some fun. Had today off of work. Wanted to try going live on the channel. Going to start to try and do this more as the channel is growing. So for those of you that did tune in, I much appreciate it. If you've been here or you are watching right now, post me a comment, man. Like the video. If you've been watching the stream and you liked what you saw, make sure to hit subscribe. We do a bunch of Dynasty content, but as we approach redraft season, of course, I will do some redraft content because I still want you guys to dominate those leagues in addition to just your Dynasty leagues. And also it helps me push forward to prepare for my own redraft leagues, right? I play in a bunch of Dynasty leagues, but I started in redraft. Never going to stop playing redraft. I think really they go hand in hand. But I appreciate anyone that you guys tuned in. We're about to wrap this draft up. So this guy went 3 tight ends. Yeah, I took Mason Taylor here. I like the De'Ami Brown pick. This guy went 3. Yeah, this dude went 3 late tight ends. I guess I could regret not going tight end, but I just feel like in the end, I don't really know how many points better on any given week you're going to be because you have that 3rd tight end. It's like when it comes down to it, it's like just because you have a 3rd tight end, it doesn't really mean anything because they would have to do well. And like at this point, there's really not a tight end I feel is going to give me a difference of anything. Cade Otton, who finishes off the draft. So he did go tight end, right? I totally called that. He's going to go QB here because he has to. He only has 1. Who's he going to go? Right? I didn't. Yeah, he only has one QB. Oh, this just must be an underdog computer glitch because it did that to me too. Okay. So we're going to be wrapping this up. Before I totally wrap it up, it's going to push me to full screen so you guys get to stare at me even longer. Thank you guys for joining the channel. Had fun doing a little live stream here. While I'm tuning out right now, I will go to this draft. I'm going to hit completed. We have two here. It hasn't popped up yet. But I wanted to go check who he took, but it doesn't matter. But okay. Peace, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously, you can rewatch this. You don't have to always watch it live. But I appreciate you watching live. Scott, if you're still here, man, I appreciate you commenting. It helps me feel like I'm helping you guys by doing that. But thanks for joining the little underdog drafts. Going to start trying to do these more. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment, guys. Watch the other videos. Peace.